Yes then YouTube, we are back and I apologise for the lack of uploads over the last week or so. I have been celebrating my birthday in New York, but today we are back on this fine Saturday afternoon, although I'm not very happy to be back home, but we are here and today's video is going to be the 4-1-2-1-2 updated custom tactics for you. But before we get into that YouTube, please smash this video a like for me. Remember, you can hype it up for free as well if you are watching it on a mobile device. And if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would genuinely mean the world to me, especially because I'm pretty upset about being back home rather than in New York City, which was absolutely amazing. So without any further ado, let's get into the custom tactic. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC26 coins, please go and check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code Woolf at the checkout for a new massive 8% off your order. Link is below. Go now. Now, first of all, as well, ignore my hair. I am literally fresh out of the shower, hence why my top is still wet and everything. I've got a bit of a weird thing. I like to air dry my hair. If any of you... What am I even babbling on about? Ignore me, ignore me. You're not here for my hair routine and stuff like that, are you? But the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow custom tactics, yes, I absolutely love this. And EA have actually dropped a little bit of a live tuning soft patch while I was away, which I've played last night as well, which is now meaning R1 dribbling is exactly the same. Yeah, maybe I'd say like 5-10% worse than it was pre-patch. Of course, post-patch, they absolutely nerfed the R1 dribbling into the absolute ground, which wasn't very fun to use in my personal opinion. So they've gone back to that, meaning that now you can use the R1 technical dribbling, which is very, very, very nice. Something I absolutely love. So, because of that, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is actually very good again. It's definitely a usable, viable meta formation, 100%. So, as we move on into the build-up style, and I'm going to talk to you about this, any of these three are actually good, whether it be short passing, balanced, or counter. All three of them are good, usable, and viable options. So that kind of then comes down to your personal preference and your personal play style in the game of what, basically how you want to play the game. If you kind of know where I'm coming from with that, like, yeah, that's just down to you, basically, right? So, if you are someone that does prefer a bit of a slow, methodical build-up in your possession play, short passing is definitely the way to go. It's very good. Very meta as well, which is something that I think a lot of people don't realise. Like, it is a very meta build-up style, like 100%. If you are someone that does like to be really aggressive in your attacking play, really, really fast and direct passing, you know, basically like quick build-up from a few years ago, counter is good. And that is what I was using up until about 2 weeks ago. But one bad thing about the counter on the build-up style, the only negative, which is then the reason I don't use that counter on the build-up style now, is the fact that it does drain your stamina very, very, very quickly. Like, if you are using that counter on the build-up style, you will notice that your player's stamina gets drained a lot, which is then why I use balanced on the build-up style. Yes, balanced on the build-up style, absolutely perfect and ideal. It's kind of like that in-between G-spot of short passing and counter, so we can play a little bit of a possession based if we want to. We can play quick if we want to as well. That's why I absolutely love it. As we then move on into the defensive approach, though, yes, you are looking at this right. I do play, where's it gone? I do play 61 on the line height, which is the first number you can use to get that defensive approach up to high, which is something I absolutely love. We are very aggressive with our defending, but we're not completely YOLOing it, so we're like basically really pushing forward and basically playing like an Ange Postecoglou under Spurs defensive line. You know, we're not doing that. We're very aggressive, very high, but that we're not complete YOLO, which is something I really like. And that is why the 61 line height does work absolutely perfect for me. Like, it really, really, really is just working perfect. Something which I think you should be using. As we then move on into the player roles, a little bit boring actually on both the strikers. When I say boring, I mean not very inventive, or a lot of ideas have been pushed forward with the two strikers in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, because, not even unfortunately, but advance forward and attack on both the left-sided striker and the right-sided striker is absolutely perfect and ideal for what you are looking for. It is amazing. They make penetrating runs in behind. You can also call them short by tapping the R1 button if you want to play some through balls, for example, with Pina, with the silver incisive. You can absolutely do that. I think advanced forward attack, double advanced forward and attack on both the strikers really just is your absolute bread and butter, YouTube, especially in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. When we are using, for example, like a 4-4-2, I would probably not use double advanced forward and attack, which I'll probably bring out for you in the next few days when I do buy Dembele, because I'm going to run Pina and Dembele up top. But yeah, in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow though, double advanced forward and attack is amazing. As we then move on into the cam position though, you can use a little bit of your own initiative of what you are looking for in that cam role. For me, in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow now, I am running shadow striker and attack. Yes, shadow striker and attack on the cam. It means that the cam is a lot further forward and will help us out a lot in the attacking phase of play, and they will push forward into the box when we have the ball, which is something that I really wanted and want from my cam. If you are someone though that doesn't really want that, I think playmaker and balanced is very nice on the cam. And if you kind of look at the main difference between the shadow striker, they basically push a little bit further forward when you have the ball than when they are on playmaker. They do drop a little bit deeper. So use a little bit of your own initiative of what you want. Do you want the cam to be a traditional number 10? Do you want them to be a shadow striker and push forward a lot? Kind of use your brain for that because it will help you out. But for me, shadow striker, absolutely amazing. As we then move on into the both central midfielders, this is where, again, you can use a little bit of your own initiative of what you are looking for from your central midfielders. I am playing both of them a little bit boring on box-to-box and ball winning. Yes, I use the box-to-box ball winning on my 4-4-1-1, which is the formation I use most of the time. I'm going to be using that this weekend. So the fact that it's working and has worked in the 4-4-1-1 means there's no reason for this not to work in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and I was right in thinking that. It is absolutely amazing. I'm actually thinking, when you are running central midfielders now on this game, I think the box-to-box and ball-winning role is possibly the best one to use for central midfielders. It's absolutely amazing. As we then move on into the CDM though, deep line playmaker and defend. I want that player just to shield and protect that back four. Plays the traditional number 6. Not really move too far forward from that CDM position. Absolutely amazing. Both the left back and the right back though, unfortunately, have to be on full back and defend. I don't like using it, but of course the winger meta formations are still running rampant in FC26 now. So if we have a overlapping wing back, we are just going to get caught out on the counter attack and it's not going to be fun. Both centre-backs are just on defender and defend, your nice and simple bread and butter. And then my goalkeeper, though, is on goalkeeper and balanced. And remember, because I'm back from New York now, the code system is back. So the code for this custom tactics will be the top pinned comment down below in the comment section. I will make sure to do that as soon as this video goes live. And that is going to be, excuse me, the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, YouTube, like I did say, smash that like button and please hit that subscribe button. Make me feel a little bit happier for being back home, even though I'm not very happy about being back home. But yeah, thank you for watching. Spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive attitude. Peace out. One love.